Oh, the mic's on. Next one on time, huh? Hello. Welcome, Major. I might have to move that over. Yeah, actually, so how you went, that was, by the way, very nice of you to contribute the other night. And so remember I was saying, why didn't it show up on the bar? So then I go to the Streamlabs Discord. They said, oh yeah, that doesn't work. Like, stream chats don't count as donations. And I'm like, well, what about, should I just use tip jar? He's like, yeah, it's a good idea. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I might eventually set up, or I'm going to probably go and set up tips. I was thinking about it at first, but I was like, that might be a little too on the nose, but then, a lot of our people do it. I mean, what's his name? Super Crazy has one, so. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it, or, if he can do it, anyone can. It's more of just like, hey, this, it's something that can be done. Yeah, I know, but it's just as... Oh, fuck me. He totally got me on that. Ooh, right in the face. Okay, good. All the stuff is not blocking. Yeah, so the best I can do is a tip jar for now. Yeah, so I was actually earlier, because the next video is probably going to be more of a... because, I had mentioned it's going to be like tipping the DSP for dummies, or donating for dummies. But I think it's going to kind of expanding the scope to be more about, like, game streaming in general. And more of a thing of, like, going into, like, why would you want to donate to a streamer? Because there was a lot of comments, in my video being like, basically shitting on streamers. Being like, whether it be them being, sorry, I'm a little congested, whether it's them being, you look at, like, whether it's the hot tub meta, where it's like, so some people are like, yeah, Twitch is just, streamers are just, going for incels, they have no talent, or whether it be, why would anyone pay someone to play a video game? Fuck. Why would anyone give anyone money to play video games? All that kind of stuff. Come on. So it's gonna kind of go and maybe, like, kind of show like, hey, this isn't, this is a viable thing. Like, you can't view it as, like, just someone getting paid to play video games. It's more of like, no, if you find them entertaining, then yes, you should, don't feel weird about contributing. But also at the same time, it's like, no, and probably this, to kind of go and be like, this is what most streamers are like, and give examples of, like, what a real streamer, or at least a good streamer, is like. Oh, fuck. Because, like, I was watching a couple of streams today, because Phil was, like, the first major streamer that I ever kind of found or followed. I mean, I looked a little bit at Wings just because I'd seen his Down the Rabbit Hole. video, so I, you know, watched some stuff of his after that, but hold on a sec. That really wants to go, crying out loud. I'm gonna have to, oh shit. I may have to take a quick break after this. Apparently my dog needs to be let out and my wife is in pajamas, although I don't see why that means that she can't go out. Wait. But anyways, I was watching like some streamers today, and there was like another person who was streaming this game. It was like her and like 2 other people, and she had like I think like 15. She had like 47 followers and 15 viewers at the time. But, like, she was like active, she was participating, she seemed to be like having a good time. Like just like the total opposite of like, you know, those miserable Phil streams. Like I honestly think that's probably a bunch of people in that chat don't understand what like a real streamer is like, or like what the alternatives are. Nice throw there. Oh. Oh, come on. And just like the mentality of Phil versus like other people. Let's check something here. Okay, might as well skip on this one. I'm actually multi-streaming to Twitch as well. So I have like that chat window up. Well, it's a multi-stream thing within Streamlabs. God, we're getting our asses handed to us. Great throw, dummy. And it was like to go from seeing... Oh, what the hell? Event Evangelist. Oh. To go from like seeing like these people are all more like actual positive streamers to then go like to Phil's thing. Like his... Hold on. Like just like the massive change. Like fucking I saw Adam Cole freaking streaming today. You know, like the wrestler. Well, if you don't know wrestling, you don't know. But he's considered one of the best wrestlers in the world now. Like, he's not known like The Rock or John Cena, but he's up there. And he streams, and I saw his thing, and he's like personally thanking all like these like subs and people. He's like talking to them. He's like interacting with them. Like an actual positive stream. Fuck, I thought I was on gold team at first. And to just see Phil constantly, like, the negative attitude and just the sense of entitlement. Like, I'm starting to, like, turn a bit. Like, at first it was kind of like, you know, for the lulz kind of thing. But then after, like, recently it's just been like, you know... It's like, it's getting to be like, I'm almost not being able to point and laugh anymore. Like, now it's almost like, you know, you motherfucker. Like, you're really, like, you really don't realize how much harm you're doing, or you do and you just don't care. Good night. Oh, fuck, I got nailed like 2 at the same time. Oh, I'll probably have to go and modify the chat window to show the multi-stream instead. Oh well, I'll do it after this.
Round point, blue team.
Oh, fuck.
Gold team is catching up.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, the fact that you can't do math in his fucking chat. Oh. It's like, if you're good, you have nothing to hide. And when you... And I'm sure like these other streamers out there, when they think about how much money he gets, like, and the the product that he delivers, like, it must drive them insane. Interesting throw there.
Gold team takes the lead.
Like, I don't wish, like, ill will on anyone. I really don't, but, like, I would say in a more just world, I'd say that, like, the level, like, if you could, like, switch roles, I would argue that Phil, like, what Wings gets, I'd say Phil deserves a lot more. I'm not saying that means that, not saying that I think people should be doing that, but it's like, when I look at what Wings has done, and what he gets versus what Phil has done and what Phil gets, it's kind of like, really?
Is falling way behind. Blue team is catching up.
And it is just like the manipulation, the thing of like the bills, and like there's almost no part of the story that makes Phil look like the good guy. Oh, welcome, Blood. Like, there's almost no scenario where Phil does not look like the bad guy. Like, let's just go under the assumption that, like, yes, he actually has enough expenses to where he needs, you know, $7,000 or whatever money a month. It's like, well, yeah, it's probably because he has an addiction. But, and on one hand, you could argue, well, he's sick, he needs help. Thanks for the sub there. Well, goodbye, fuck. Hope I killed them. I don't think I did. God damn it.
Gold team is pulling way ahead.
Oh. I'm boned.
Gold team needs one more point to win the match.
Not doing so well yet tonight. And I still stand by my belief that freaking, what's his name, Snow Carl is going to turn. I really think he's going to turn. And by the end of the month. Let me see something here with the chat box. Properties. Oh. Source. Chatter. Yeah. Why doesn't it show the multi-chat? Hold on.
Weather alert. There's a 100% chance of a brawl breaking out right now. Shut your windows and hide under your bed. This one's
Go into my every chat box. What the hell? Sorry about that. Something happened to my chat window. Maybe it got reset or something.
Team KO. Round one.
Oh, try sending in a text, see if it comes in, because it's weird that the chat thing went away. Because I was trying to fix it so it would do the multi-stream chat, but nothing came up. And then I tried to add the box, it wasn't there, so I was like, okay, forget it. But then it was like it wiped. Okay, there we go. Thanks, Major. Oh, shit. Ah, damn it. Fuck. At least I got one too. What is that, a Star Wars game? Star Wars Squadrons? I don't think I even have that. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure I don't. Well, who knows with my Steam library. Damn it. Oh.
Blue team is falling way behind.
But yeah, like it got to the point where like I feel like I almost need to like go through some like not fill withdrawals, but like kind of not follow it so closely to where I would go and like, you know, listen to the whole pre-stream and then keep checking in on the regular stream. Like it's starting to wear on me just because like it angers me knowing like how real streamers should be. You know, I don't have a Series X. Hint, hint, hint. But if, you know, if someone were to just, like, send me one and get, like, nothing really in return, then, you know, go ahead. Hint, hint, hint. God damn it. Yeah, because it just gets like, because it's so angering and so depressing. Like just from like a distance, like if you don't know, like what some of us know about him, like he was kind of like amusing. Like when I first got into him, like before I knew everything, like it was kind of like I was never really like not much of a fan of his. It was more of just like I was just a fan of the shit show.
Round two. Curve me.
But then when you learn about, you know, all the stuff, all the past, all the crazy shit, and then like the manipulation.
Gold team takes the lead.
Jesus. We playing against like a... Oh, thanks, John, and thanks for coming to the stream. Yeah, I got the 2 videos there. I'm working on... Well, I'm actually taking a little bit of a break. The next thing is going to be sort of about DSP versus like other streamers, kind of. Like sort of a... I don't want to just call it like, you know, this is how you don't stream, but it's going to kind of come across as that. Where it's more of just talking about like how other streamers really are. But it's more of like just how like with my thing, how it was the idea of a bad fundraiser is like the... Fuck. You know, the bad fundraiser is like the skeleton, and DSP was like the meat and bones of it. Oh, fuck. What the hell? So this thing is going to be about, like, you know, how real streamers are versus DSP. Because, you know, because I got, like, that video got, and also, like, I had no idea that that video would get anywhere near the level of, holy shit, double knockout, would get anywhere near the attention and take off like it did. Like, I thought if I was lucky, I would, like, really lucky, I'd get 10,000 views. Because if you look at my past videos, none of them were, almost none of them were successful. I think my second highest one was like 5,000, and they were all like, they weren't low effort, but they were just low quality. Like, I didn't take the fill route of like, oh, YouTube screwed me over, or I did everything right, they did everything wrong. It was more of just like, no, I accepted I wasn't good at it, and it just got to where I was like, the amount of effort, time and effort I'm putting into this is not making it worth it. Because, like, there would be times where I was, like, sitting in my basement, like, editing these videos, doing all the recording, editing, and all this crap. And then my kids are saying, you know, Daddy, let's do something. And I'm like, okay, so my kids are wanting to do something. And I'm working on some video that's going to get maybe 10 views, like, legit, like, maybe 10 views. You know, and so I just said, the heck with it. And I just abandoned it. And then the whole DSP thing just inspired something to me to make something, and it just took off. I never would have imagined it would have done that. But yeah, a lot of people, you know, cause I did kind of aim it to be more, you know, hit the masses, so to speak, like not just be something that would just be another video in the DSP universe, more of something that people would never heard of them. Could be like, you know, that's why I didn't just say, like, I didn't title it, you know, I did have to be a little bit clickbaity. I didn't just say, you know, DSP's fundraiser. If I had done that, that would have gotten maybe 10,000 views. But instead it was, you know, the story of one of the worst fundraisers in Twitch history. And then it focused on him. So, okay, you see the picture and you're like, oh, that's DSP. Let's see what this is. But if you don't, you're just like, oh, what's this? Like, what, you know, it catches the eye, you know, what's the worst fundraiser, and then going into the whole story, because it's obvious that there's a lot of people who commented on it. I mean, look, it has over like 150,000 views, and a lot of the stuff wasn't through searches. The vast majority of the views were from like browsing and recommendations. So a lot of these were people who didn't know much about DSP, or there was a lot of them. So a lot of, you know, it's a lot of common questions like, who is this guy? What a loser? How is anyone giving him money?
Pass to me.
Oh, whoops.
Team KO. Round one.
And I did like all the comparisons that I got. You know, there was, because that was the thing too. Like, even if it made, like, if it gotten like a lot of views, but there was like an awful ratio in terms of likes versus dislikes, then I would have been you know, that would have bummed me out. The thing I've been more kind of happy with was just all the positive reception that I got from it. Well, I mean, if you don't know anything about, like, streaming, like, the amount of that I knew about streamers before I saw DSP could fit in a thimble. Like, that doesn't mean that I saw him and I thought, oh, this is how you stream, or this is what real streamers are like. But at the same time, it's like, oops. I had no real comparison. The two first main streamers that I ever actually looked at were Wings and DSP. You know what I mean? That's like, hold on. Oh, fuck. Like, the bar is set pretty low right there. Like, that would be like if your first exposure to a religion was through a televangelist. Like, that's probably not the right, you know, that's not a good representation of what they probably want to portray. Like, you look around on Twitch, like, there's just so many fucking people streaming. And I mean, I'm still trying to see about maybe going and, you know, depending on how things go here. Because, I mean, fact is, like, I'm sure DSP is so, like, he'll spin it how much he wants. He is fucking pissed. Losing Twitch really fucking hurt him. I don't think he understood how much it would hurt him until, you know, that, fuck. I should have dashed out of there. How much that when he got that first paycheck in, and he thought about, because, you know, how much fucking money he was getting on Twitch. Like, you watch, as fucking soon as he's eligible, he's reapplying for affiliate. I mean, there's literally no reason for him not to. Unless there's some drastic change, unless YouTube can catch up to Twitch in the next, like, 4 months. You know, that's not going to happen. Because all he needs is to be an affiliate, because then he can go back to the subs and you know, the bits and the cheering. That's what he needs. And that's what all the big streamers use. Like, they don't focus. Can you name one other streamer that emphasizes tips more than anything else? Right. I mean, like, I freaking, I did a, what was it, a Prime sub today. Although I wouldn't say I regret it, but, like, so I basically gifted a sub to, or, you know, not a gift, I did a Twitch sub to, a Prime sub to Adam Cole. And he went and he saw it, and, you know, and he said, you know, hey, cool, thanks, you know, I have it's Your Beliefs 316 on Twitch. You know, he saw it, and he was like, hey, you know, it's cool, man. And, you know, and that cost me nothing. I mean, that's included in my fucking Amazon Prime. So I can support him without spending a cent of my money. Why did I just throw that? Oh, asshole. Never a great throw, dummy. Yeah, that, well, also, and this is what I keep emphasizing to people, like, that's just what we know of. Like, that WWE Champions thing, that's just all that we know of. I mean, the idea that he plays only one mobile game, it's like, do you play just one game? Is there one game that you play all the time? I mean, even if he's addicted to it, I mean, eventually you can get, like, a little bit bored. You can't just play fucking Bejeweled all day. And he had that account in, like, what, like 2017 or 2018? Oh, Christ, they almost threw me off the cliff. I know it wasn't on purpose, but... So, again, like, that's all that we know of. I mean, he's still spending a lot on it, but it's not enough. I mean, you can track. There's places up, you know. There are people still tracking his progress. And they have, you know, there's formulas you can use to figure out, or at least approximate how much someone is spending and be fairly accurate. So it's probably multiple mobile games. And, you know, on the one hand, you could make... I mean, he could almost make a babyface turn. And be like, you know... Oh, thanks for the sub, Remzo. I'm not sure if you're on the stream, but if you are, welcome. What was I gonna say? Like, he could twist it, or, like, you know, make himself the babyface. And be like, you know, look... I admit it, I spent all this money... on this thing got me addicted. I'm not I'm not justifying it, you know, and I apologize, and I'm gonna be more transparent from now on. Like, he probably could, you know, turn it, but he probably won't. Wow, holy shit, thank you, Jay. That's great, man. Thanks. And that's everything too. That thing is cooler than what fucking DSP's thing is. Oh fuck! I hit him at the same time. We still lost though. Yeah, thanks, man. That was one complaint I had about Adam Cole. He was still using the like the ding thing that Streamlabs does. It's the default noise, like when you make a donation. And I'm like, how could you not say, you know, have it do Adam Cole, baby, every time? Well, I actually got in, like, well, I wouldn't say trouble, but I got, like, I had my thing deleted because he was, like, setting up the game or something. And I said, you better lock the door to make sure that Kyle doesn't hit you from behind. Like, referencing, like, he's in a wrestling angle against Kyle O'Reilly, so I thought, oh, that's kind of a cool thing. And my fucking thing got taken off, and I was put in, like, timeout. I'm like, what? That's the other thing. I fucking love how so much Julius Cruz, whenever, and it took me a little while to, because this was before I started, like, really watching Phil. I didn't realize this. Like, I didn't realize that he had all those separate, like, things for, like, cheering and, shit. And the subs and stuff. So I always thought, because whenever Soma Julius Cruz, if you don't know who he is, it's Soma Julius Cruz. He makes, DSP videos too, but, like, they're, like, he adds all different types of things of, like, humor in them, and, like, he splices various things in. Like, they're just a trip to watch, in my opinion. Like, it's really a style of his own. But whenever there's, like, a thing of a tip or a any type of donation, he superimposes a seal. It's like smacking its fins with DSP's face on it. It's the funniest fucking thing. And for the longest time, I thought that was what DSP's donation icon was. I should go pull it up after this. Hold on. It shouldn't be hard to find. And I'll just pull up one of his videos. Yeah, hold on. I'll pull one up after this. I'll see. If I can't find it in like 2 minutes, I'll just go back to the game, but I got no problem, like, shining a light on other content creators. I mean, I was like, in my new video, I went and I just flat out said, you know, like, Brittany Gates made this good video, Super Crazy is analyzing the, you know, the various donators and stuff. Oh, fuck. Oh, holy shit. Thanks again, Jay. Let me pull up a thing here in the background. YouTube. Oh, why am I not subscribed to him? Oh, yeah. Oh, I am subscribed. Okay, they're good. Hold on, there's one other thing, though, that I fucking love. Give me a second here. Wait, I gotta see also if the chat thing is working. I think it is. Well, I'm not talking about his live streams. I just mean his, like, just the regular content he makes, like the daily or every so often stuff that he does. Actually, I already got that one here. Hold on. Let me see if I can quickly find one here. Oh, no, I don't want to get in the match yet. Let me get one of his older ones. Oh, I think this is one. I won't take too much. Oh yeah, here we go. Hold on. Okay, let me switch over to the other thing here. Why is this not showing? Ooh, what do I do? Thanks for the sub, Arosella. What the hell? Why did it not, Oh, of course I closed the thing. One more second. Okay, of course I accidentally closed the thing. Hold on. Here we go. I'm sorry, that gets me every time. And then this one here too. I love this transition.
Be treated like some kind of celebrity, have everything handed to you. Because I'll be honest with all of you, I am dirty, heinous scandals, money for me to
Okay, I'll get back to the game now. Sorry about that. I just love that thing though. I am an evil. And that's totally why I put that in my video, in my newest one. Because I just love that. I didn't want to... Originally I was going to put his in, but then I was like, nah, let me just see. The original one is fine as is, where he just... I mean, you can tell he's totally hamming it up. He did as a joke, DSP did, but... It was still so funny. Oh, welcome to the chat there, Blake. Is there anyone in the multi-stream, or is it all YouTube? Yeah, it looks like it's all YouTube. That's understandable. Well, that was the other thing too. Like, I went and I don't know why I didn't think that he had done this, but I just happened to like Soma did a live stream. You know, he'll just go and watch old playthroughs or This Is How You Don't Plays of DSP sometimes. And I didn't realize that DSP had played Undertale, and he pulled up a This Is How You Don't Play of that, and my god. I don't know why I assumed that or why I didn't think that he didn't play it. I just didn't come to me. But like, my god, that's quite a fucking video. Oh, shit, why is there only two of us? Of DSP playing Undertale. Oh god, it's so great. Maybe I'll put a link here after this. It's really well done. Like, the person who... I can't begin to fathom like how long it took them to like go and watch all the footage, edit it, because it's not just them you know, goodbye, showing DSP playing it. Like, they also went and oh, but it's funny. I mean, I fucking loved Undertale too. Although I never went back and did the genocide run. I did just the what was it, the well, I tried to do the good run. I forget what the real name is, but I did that first. Oh fuck me! Get away! Help! Oh shit! Oh fuck! Yeah, pacifist run. Yeah, sorry. I tried to do the pacifist run, but I screwed up the first time because I didn't, like, I didn't save someone. I didn't kill, not kill someone. Like, I didn't face off with someone. Yeah, I think one of the I just missed something in the plot, so I ended up having that crazy fight with Flowery. Oh shit! I just gave it. Well, come on, the game's old enough. Anyways, the fight with the person that you fight on like in a neutral playthrough. And then they said like, you know, well maybe you missed something. And then I looked and I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I did miss something. Which I did, and then I resolved. Oh fuck, I didn't realize I had another player. Oh shit. But yeah, it's funny because they also spliced in, because I guess 4chan, or whatever the board is on 4chan, that's dedicated to Undertale, like saw that he was playing it, and they just throw in all these different comments, all these people horrified at all the decisions that he was making, because he treated it like as a regular RPG. Like he knew nothing about like how you're kind of like supposed to play it, or how you're supposed to see things. So he's just going around and fucking killing everything. And there's all these comments like, oh my god, he's not getting it, he doesn't get it, all these things. It's so funny. Goodbye.
Gold team takes the lead. Gold team takes the lead. It's all tied up.
Oh, I thought it was you're supposed to do pacifist first. Or maybe I did do it right. Well, I was told by Sony you're supposed to do pacifist first. And then I never got around to going and doing a genocide run. Oh, so I did it right. Cool. But what he did was he went like all the way to the end. And then, fuck. Like he went all the way to the end, did the neutral ending or whatever, and then started all over again. So for him it was weird because, you know, everyone kept referencing, you know, because my thing when I did it, it was a, you know, there was no previous save. Fuck. Fuck.
Gold team wins.
It's nothing worse than being the last kill or the last death. Is this streaming though? Oh, okay. Hold on. Tip shit Phil, I love that. No, it was just, it was like my old gamer tag. Like that's kind of like when I used to play Halo all the time, because it always said like, you know, you were killed by. And so I just thought it was amusing that it would say you were killed by your beliefs. So it just kind of stuck after that. Come on, get over there. Did they go over there? Oh. I need to get around to watching the rest of his Undertale playthrough, though. Because I gotta see what he does about the, you know, when he gets to the last encounter on the pacifist run. I actually did a playthrough of that too, of Undertale, but it was the playthrough was awful. It got literally no views, because there's probably a bajillion of them. You know, because I didn't play it when it came out. I played it long after. Oh my god, that fight. Although I wonder if, like, later, like, if his thing might have gotten Content ID claimed, because I had a video where I had, what is it, Hopes and Dreams, Save the World, you know, the music that plays in that last fight, and then it got, and I had it and it was fine, and one day it just got Content ID claimed, and I was like, well, nothing I can fucking do about it. Although, actually, wait. From the playthrough it didn't get claimed, but when I just played it in the background of another game I was playing, it did get claimed, so I don't know.
Gold team is catching up.
It didn't stick. That's the other thing too. I always love how Phil says I have to use the restroom, and he's gone for 20 fucking minutes. Like, literally no good can come from, like, let's just assume, like, he's using the restroom. Literally no good can come from if you have to use the restroom every day for 20 minutes. Like, there is something in your life that needs to change. Haha, we stole one. Holy shit. Oh yeah, I mean, I don't care. By the way, Jay, thanks very so much again for the super chat there. Well, that was actually... So, I have to go off on a brief tangent here. So, you know, like my wife, you know, like, she's not into, like, the streaming thing at all. Like, I don't mean not into it like she's, like, against me doing it or anything like that, but, like, she just thinks the whole idea that I've made content about about DSP, like, she can't even fathom, like, how this man exists, why people would even do anything, have anything to do with him, whether in a positive or negative light. You know, and I always talk about how he goes, you know, he always says the thing about how he needs to pay his bills. And so then she goes to me, she goes, how about you do something? Can you say that you need... Oh, no, because she said... You know, because like I said, I'm overweight, and she knows it. She's, you know, she has every right to complain about me being overweight. Because it's, you know, I am not the same man physically as... She's stayed the same. She's had 3 kids. You would never know that. Like, I'm sure that, like, a bunch of the old soccer moms that we live around, you know, look at her and just be like, come on. Oh, fuck. Speaking of, oh, fuck. Like, so she looks great still after over 10 years, but I look awful. And so, anyway, she was looking at me the other day, and she goes like, can't you get a personal trainer? And I'm like, well, how am I going to pay for it? And so I'm like, oh, should I start like a fund? Like, should I go to my viewers and say, guys, I need to raise money for a personal trainer? Or it's like guys, I need that money because my wife isn't happy with how I look. She might leave me, so I gotta lose weight. I gotta hire a personal trainer. So I need you guys to donate to me. Like, what's more pathetic? Like, would it be begging for money so you can pay your bills, or begging for money so your wife doesn't leave you? Like, which is worse? Oh, fuck.
It's all tied up.
Yeah, I mean, I know how to lose weight for the most part. It all comes down to just, like, you know... I mean, had lost... I mean, I've kind of gone back and forth. The main issue is that, like, I don't move around a lot. I mean, I work... You know, I don't do manual labor. I work on computers. I'm a developer. So I'm sitting around all day. And I've never been into, like, physical activity or working out. It's just that I used to be in situations where I had to walk around all the time. And then after I got married, I kind of stopped. And then I always joke to my wife, I always say she's the one who made me fat, when it's really not the case. You know, it was a combination of moving less, getting older, and then eating better. Well, eating better in the sense of more consistently. But no, I'd actually lost some weight before the pandemic because I'd gone to fasting, and I dropped like 20 pounds, and people were saying, hey, you're looking good, looking better. Yeah, I see exactly. I did everything right. I did nothing wrong. Once again. Yeah, that's all it was. It wasn't my fault. What am I gonna do, dude? You make good food. Yeah, it's all her fault. Shame on her. But yeah, so yeah, I didn't know what was worse. Pay me so my wife doesn't leave me, or pay me so I can pay my bills. I haven't done it checked lately, but it's got to be at least somewhere between 225 and 250. Like, honestly, like I still look decent compared to like most people, especially around here. But it's still the fact that I used to weigh 150 pounds. I think when we got married, I was probably around like 165. So yeah, so to see like, you know, such a drastic weight change in me when she has looked pretty much the same. She's been like rail thin. Like my wife is, oh yeah, I'm about like 5'10", so I'm about Phil's size, and I kind of look like Phil, which has also been another motivator for me to want to lose weight. Okay, Vince, you gonna do anything, or are we just gonna stand around here? That's a good one, Jay. You're definitely ahead of Wings. Although I think he's kind of just grown to acceptance at this point. Oh, fuck. Yeah, so like I'm not, and the thing too is like even like my kids will get on me about my weight, because they're all thin too. Oh, whoa. And for as long as they've known me, I've been like around or over 200 pounds. And their mom is so thin, so they just assume, oh, it's just like the thing on South Park when you know, when Cartman lost all of his weight for that, you know, for that short period of time, and then so then he wasn't the fat kid anymore. Instead, it was Clyde, or yeah, I think it was Clyde. Clyde became the fat one, even though he wasn't really fat. He was nowhere near as fat as Cartman was, but he was still. But because Cartman was thin, Clyde is a new fat kid, and they were just constantly shitting on him, and he was losing his mind. And then finally, when Cartman came back fat, he like hugged him and started crying.
Blue team needs one more point to win the round.
Thanks for the sub, Jacob. If you're on the stream, great. If not, I hope to see you on another one. Yeah, because I don't want to go, because I know, like, I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to become a professional full-time streamer, but I also, you know, want to get some more eyes on me. And I know part of it is that you got to put your face out there. But I don't want to put my face as is. I don't want to present myself when I'm at my least aesthetically pleasing, so to speak. Oh, fuck. Oh, double fuck. They're going to use the special. I think Brittany Gates, I think her stuff is pretty good. Like, I do like that it is... Like, I think part of the thing, too, is that, like, now we're getting, like, a whole... Like, it's like a new era. Someone has mentioned it's like a new era of content creation about Phil. Like, it's not just the... this is how you don't plays and the, you know, and just general shitting on him, or, like, the chronicling, stuff like that. Like, now it's, like, making holy fuck. Different types of content with him as the focus, whether it's Brittany's thing of, focusing on him as a business. Jesus, Jay. Jay is very glorious today. Yeah, that's the... Yeah, I mean... Yeah, so anyway, I realize I'm all over. I'll get back to the Brittany Gates thing. Yeah, like, for me... Like, I was starting to lose weight a bit. Like, because I started fasting. and I dropped some weight pretty quickly. Then I kind of plateaued, but I still felt better and I looked better. I was getting like actually, fit, compliments on my appearance. And then COVID hit, and then I ended up losing my job, and so I'm at home all day. Feeling like shit. There's a pandemic going on. I'm unemployed. Do you really give a fuck about, I'm like, yeah, but I'd rather eat more now, eating feels pretty good, so I think I'm gonna do it. Wait, what happened? Wait, what? Yeah, I'm going all over the place. Let me finish up my thing. So anyways, I gained like everything that I lost with COVID and more. And I even tried to go to the gym, but then like gyms were open, but they had all the COVID restrictions, so I get to wear a mask, social distancing, and I'm like, no, because I don't like, I tried it. I gave it like 2 months, but oh, nice. But I just gave up, because I'm like, I don't like working out to begin with, and if you're going to make it even worse, the circumstances, oh, nice, MVP. Like, then it's just not going to work. But yeah, well, what is with the OIC? Because people keep saying that it was OIC, but when you look at the thing, it was some other guy. It was like this guy who like just does anonymous subscribe. But wait, but I thought that the person was a, like some gambler guy. Like, I don't think it was OIC or even OIC with a different name, because he looked at the name, and it was someone who was broadcasting. Like, well, hold on. We might as well just pull up the clip here. I don't think Lummox is going to be too upset about me showing one of his things. Hold on. 'Cause I know what video you're talking about. And I know he posted the thing about it. Where the hell is... No, sort box. Okay, here we go. Lummox. Yeah, here's the thing. Here, let me pull it up here. See if the thing will actually work. Are you kidding me? It's not working again? How can this keep not working? Hold on. Okay, here we go. Yeah, come on. It's right around here.
1100 is a lot. Well, 1100 is what it takes to replace the very base of the switch. I make around 50 to 60,000 $1,100.
This wasn't the video I actually saw that covered it, but I know, like, the... Yeah, so this guy was exposed.
Holy shit.
I love his reaction.
Is that real? Dude, did you really mean to... Holy shit.
Yeah, it was like a pity stream that he did. Yeah, he got...
This man just donated $1,000 to me.
Yeah, he got this in like an hour, I think.
And Gorman, thank you as well for the 50. I'm not trying to let your donation get overshined here.
Yeah, I mean, if someone donated me those things, yeah, I'd probably look at... Yeah, because, hold on.
I'm just. Dude,
What?
thank you, Exposed, for the $1,000 donation. It, like, it's so hard sometimes,
Okay. But yeah, like, Exposed, I think is, yeah, this thing here, this is Exposed on Twitch. Yeah, it's like him playing... Yeah. Quiet. Yeah, it's some guy who just plays slots. So I'm not sure why people thought it was OIC. Maybe I'm missing something. I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm just saying I don't see where the OIC connection is. No, I think it was just because, like, shortly before, like, OIC said something, or maybe gifted him something.
Neil Lee's helping.
Yeah, there we go. Oh my god. It's one more time.
Neil Lee's helping.
Like, is that where everyone's making the connection, or am I just missing something? Well, no, that stream, that was at like 2 in the morning, I think. It was at some crazy time in the middle of the night. He said he couldn't sleep. Okay, let's jump back to the, BFS got all these, like, content ID strikes from, like, Lummox and, Soma Julius Cruz for rebroadcasting their shit. Yeah, that leg thing, that seems, like, scary. Like, I mean, obviously, wings isn't the picture of health, but, like, that has to be. Oh, yeah, is there someone on the multi-stream? Oh. Well, that's the question. They don't know about, like... I've definitely seen OIC. I mean, I don't follow a lot of Wings, even though he's on my followers list. Like, I don't actively look for his streams. That's just an old follow, and I just don't feel like unfollowing him. But I've definitely seen, because someone posted, I don't think it was Lummox, I think it was the other guy. It was everyone who got in trouble because, like, he went and showed the thing of, YOLO Dick Swagger. I mean, that was his name. He posted a thing of Wings playing God of War, and OIC made an appearance. Ah, fuck. Oh. I almost got one. Okay, it wasn't that close.
Gold team takes the lead.
Oh yeah. That one too. You'd go into a department store and someone would come and help you and make sure that you got the thing, and it was all commission based, and so they had to know what they were talking about, and they wanted to make sure that you got the best. No. When you did commission based sales, that meant that you were motivated to upsell to your customers. So a guy comes in and says, I want a CD player. Your job is to go and sell him the fucking super I need a $100 CD player. No, your job is to sell this person a $1,000 full stereo system. Like, yeah, there's a reason why that went away. And yeah, did maybe the quality of some shit suffer? Well, maybe. But at the same time, it's like, let's not act like, that was the golden age. I mean, he was right though. The thing of like, you know, I mean, the fact that we have to pay for health insurance in America is fucked up to begin with. But like, let's not. It really did come across as like a fucking back in my day. Oh, you mean fucking 1989? No, so what the fuck's he doing going to Nobody Beats the Wiz? That, as far as I remember, because I live in Connecticut too, and I definitely lived when he lived here. I thought Nobody Beats the Wiz was in New York. Why the fuck would you drive to New York to buy a stereo? I mean, we had Circuit Cities everywhere. And there was plenty of department stores around. Like, why the fuck are you driving to Nobody Beats the Wiz? I mean, I know he's in Bridgeport, that's kind of close to New York, but why are you driving to New York to buy a fucking audio system? Ooh. Anyways, back to Brittany Gates. So, you know, you have her making the video content about, you know, Phil from a business standpoint. Although now she started on Wings. She's doing content for about Wings now. I guess I only saw like a few seconds of the video. I just didn't have time to watch it at the time. But, you know, we have her making stuff about, you know, Phil from a business angle. And then you got, what's his name? Something of the Dead. Hold on, I want to get the name right. He's on my sub feed. Steve of the Dead. Yeah, Steve of the Dead, you know, making the things from the psychological standpoint. Like, it's not just people who are just making, you know, things of Phil. Not saying, you know, people who do that are, oh fuck, are necessarily bad, but it's just different types of content. Yeah, Steve of the Dead. I'm sure someone's gonna mention it to Wings, you know, the fact that there's a video about him there. Someone's about to bring it up in the channel. Fuck.
Blue team takes the lead.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, like, it really does just come across a lot of Phil stuff as just old man yells at cloud. Like, constantly going and shitting on people for, like, he really wants, okay, like, back in the day, like, when Phil first started making content, yeah, the regular guy, because, you know, back then, yeah, the only people who were really making content about video games, you had to go to, like, you know, professional review places, and that was people, you know, you didn't have a lot of full playthroughs. They were hard to do because, you know, web video. I mean, remember how video used to be back in the day? It sucked. Speaking of sucking, that's me in this match. So yeah, in the early days of YouTube of 2008, yeah, those videos were probably good for what they were at the time. But now it's like, it's, you know, literally, if anyone can do what you do, you better do something that not a lot of people are doing. Or at the very least, try to be somewhat special with the way you do it. His constant thing of like, that other successful streamers are like, oh, they're overproduced, they're this, they're that. You know, and like, oh, YouTube fucked me over. And of course you can, and people can always, you know, if you don't know any better, it's like, well, yeah, everyone remembers the adpocalypse. Everyone, oh yeah, the YouTube algorithm. I see videos all the time from like people like PewDiePie and other very popular content creators getting hit by that. So yeah, I guess Phil just got hit by that. You know, if they got hit by it, then, you know, Phil probably did too. It's like, yeah, other people got hit by it, and, you know, some adapted and some didn't. Phil didn't adapt, and he didn't, because of that, he couldn't use YouTube anymore.
It's all tied up.
He kind of tried with KO Gaming, but that just didn't work out. Because most people didn't give a fuck about his opinions, and because the videos that he did just, I guess, weren't that good. He only, I think, had like one really popular video where he declared that Homefront 2 was the worst game he ever played. Which also, it's like, really? I mean, I didn't play it when it came out, but it's like, really the worst game ever?
Final round.
Incoming!
I mean, I saw the video had like over 1 million views. And he did make like a few semi-valid points about it. But at the same time, it's like the unbelievable, like, you know, like, oh, these developers are stupid. They don't know how to make games. You know, like, it's from a very, like, short-sighted view of game development. It's like, yeah, it was in development hell. Yeah, they had to, you know, eventually the publisher probably said, okay, we gotta get, you know, we're spending too much money on this. It's been in the works for years. We gotta get it out. And then let's try to fix it on the back end, which I guess they kind of did. I heard that the game got a lot better over time. But you know, it's not, the fact that they, like, and you know that they knew that something was bad, because they did, like, openly apologize. Oh yeah, that whole thing too with the direct capture. I mean, that's why I included that also in my newest video. The video that Evil AJ did about a DSP justifying still using a fucking camera instead of web capture, not understanding how fucking direct capture worked. Yeah, and I mean, holy Christ, we're down by, Jesus.
One more point to win the match.
Oh yeah, it's like I said, it's the least for the most. The least work for the biggest possible return, and just blame everyone else. I mean, he even said, like, how the review in the game world changed. And he was like, you know, yeah, just what am I going to do? Change. Like, it wasn't that hard. I mean, if I just put up a freaking webcam now, my stream is equivalent to Phil's. But he's been doing this shit for like 4 years and was making 6 figures a year. Like, let's be realistic. I'm probably not even going to clear 5 figures this year off of donations. And that's hint, hint, hint. No. But you know what I mean? Like, it literally is the embodiment of... And also, like, you look in, like, the backgrounds of even, like, smaller streamers. Like, they all look better. Like, his thing is just him sitting in a chair with scuff marks behind him. Like, it doesn't look visually appealing at all. Like, I saw there was one person, they were streaming, what was it, I don't want to necessarily give them a shout out, not just because, like, who knows nowadays. But she was streaming Black Ops 3 Zombies, and apparently she's a full-time streamer from the UK. And she had this like thing behind her where she had like, you know, it was like a clean room. She was doing it for like her bedroom, I guess. But like it was, you know, looked nice and everything. And she had a little blackboard, you know, where she would write like some of her contributors on it. You know, and you can argue like, oh, well, who gives a shit? Like if you, like Phil would be like, well, who gives a shit? That's not real content. That's, you're just pandering. It's like, well, yeah, you do have to pander a little bit to your audience. You need to make your audience feel like they're appreciated. No one, like, I can't imagine anyone in Phil's chat feels like they're appreciated. Except maybe Derek. And look at Derek. I mean, who knows what's going on with him? Like, I think there's, you know, maybe something, I mean, it's obvious that there's something going on with him. And it's like, Roy, this is like the kind of guy you can communicate with. And then like going and shitting on. Like just like the way that he snaps at people. Just gets so frustrating. Yeah, if I say Derek 3 times in a row. He tweets at me like he does those freaking wannabe porn stars. Yeah, and I mean, look, I don't want to, like, crap on the guy, but it's more of a case of, like, you know, like, but it's like, you know, he gets the shout-outs constantly. Well, at this point, he's just buying time until he can apply for affiliate again. Because that's where the real money is through Twitch, and he fucking knows it. You know, to be able to gift subs, Prime subs, all that stuff, that all left. There's only so many fake sock accounts that he can make, or that his fans can make. I mean, he has, what, 170 members? How many of them come onto a stream every day? I don't think I've seen more than 10. You're telling me less than 10% of the people who pay to support your content are going to come in? Shouldn't they be there, like if you have that many members, shouldn't they be representing a lot more? Because at least with the gifted thing, you know, I mean, hell, even I was gifted a sub. I didn't even ask for it. I think that was like the second time I showed up to one of his streams. I got gifted a sub by OIC. Well, also, it's DDM, and even, you know, that and raw DSP, because some people just aren't big fans of DDM. Not of him not personal, but they just prefer being able to, like, point and laugh at DSP and not have to deal with all the sound effects and technical glitches and things like that. I mean, sometimes the sound effects can get a little bit tiring. Good thing the mods can shut it down when they want.
Blue team takes the lead.
It's funny at times, though, the soundboard thing. My big appeal, though, or my big thing for it is that I like being able to see Phil's chat. Like, honestly, if Raw added chat to it, like, I bet DDM would take a big hit in viewership. They probably should. I don't see why not. I mean, I don't know how their setup is. but it wouldn't be hard to, I mean, it would take a little bit of work. I mean, you can just add, I mean, fuck, if I wanted to, I could add Phil's chat to my stream now. I mean, it's what Ann does, you know, and it's a separate thing off of there. Yeah, I mean, Twitch has, you know, has its own issues. I mean, freaking, there was that, I forget the name of the hot tub streamer. It's one of the popular ones. She got banned 7 times. Well, I don't know why they call it a ban. It's a suspension. She got suspended seven times so far this year, and she just lost her partnership. And all the suspensions were for, like, I think at most 3 days. So yeah, it really just is a case of, as long as you're making Twitch money, they are going to look the other way no matter what the fuck you do. Like, it only has to be, you have to really just keep pushing and pushing and pushing. No, it wasn't Anne Moran, I think. It was another one. I'll look it up in a second here. Because I saw a thing of, fuck.
Gold team needs one more point to win the round.
Hold on, let me look over here. It's in my history. Yeah, I think it was Indie Fox. I'll confirm it here because that should be in my. Okay, hold on. Videos. Yeah, Indie Fox. That's who it was. Yeah, Indie. But I'm not familiar with them. I wouldn't even know who any of them were if not for, you know, this channel, you know, reporting on various stuff.
It's all tied up.
Yeah, Tipster was where I saw it.
The lead.
I mean, the thing is, it really is all about the money, because Twitch could shut it down in a fucking second, but they look at the numbers, and they're like, well, no, this shit makes us a lot of money. If we just shut it down, then all these people are going to do is just, or all these streamers are going to do is set their own OnlyFans accounts, and then OnlyFans is going to make a shitload of money, and that's money that we're not going to get.
Blue team takes the lead.
But it's going to take something, though. There's going to be something that's going to happen. I mean, people have said it, and I might as well say it too. It's good. Someone underage is gonna. That's what's gonna happen. Someone underage is gonna go make a bunch of money. It's gonna come out that they lied about their age. It's underage, and then Amazon. You know, of course, because it's Amazon. You know, it's gonna make them look bad. It's gonna go all over the news. The news is gonna eat it up like it's, you know, because if there's anything that the news likes is think of what about the children. You know, it's could be like, you know, your child could be streaming or it could be sexualized by millions of people on the internet. And you may not even know it, and they're getting paid for it. Is this modern prostitution?
It's all tied up.
You know, it's going to take a massive, yeah, something really bad is going to happen. And I'm sure in their way, you know, it's all about cost, and that was like also one of the things that tips, and as far as just like the entry of it, some streamer had said this, they basically said that it doesn't matter if you get, like, the risk is worth it for if you do like a hot tub type of stream or some sexualized thing, because you'll make a shitload of money while you're doing it, and then if you get banned or if you get suspended, that's going to make the news. That's going to make you more popular. And then you're going to come back. And then because you're coming back, that's going to make you more popular even so because you're coming back. So there's literally no bad publicity about it.
Blue team wins.
You know, and then Twitch can go, or Twitch, then Phil can still play the victim too of, look, I'm just a guy playing video games. You know, they kick me off for hateful slurs, which I never said. Meanwhile, these women are going and, you know, just showing their breasts or stuff, or going in hot tubs. You know, Twitch does nothing about it, but yet they come after me. What did I do wrong? It's like, yeah, just because what they do isn't right doesn't mean what you did was. You know, and probably if OnlyFans didn't exist, then Twitch probably would go and just kick it out. Well, maybe not, but like they would probably not be as tolerant of it. It's more of the fact that this other big competitor exists. Well, that was the other thing too that everyone commented, or I got a bunch of comments on in the video that I made, was when he did read the thing about hateful slurs and then just goes, what the fuck are you talking about, you fucking pieces of stupid dog shit? Like, oh, he just goes on this massive rant.
Team KO. Round one.
But yeah, no, what's gonna happen is that, I guess. You know, because he had to wait, I think, 6 months to apply for affiliate again, and that happened, you know, the thing, you know, in April. So he's got about like 3 months left. Oh, oops, shit. So then he's gonna reapply, and then he's gonna be, and then if, assuming he gets it, but who knows if he will. But if he does, he's totally gonna be like, you know, guys, we're going, you know, we're going back to Twitch, and he's gonna sell us a positive. He's gonna be like, you know, look, YouTube is bad. I mean, look, it hasn't changed. You know, I was hoping for the best, but it didn't change like I wanted. You know, and he's gonna do the tip thing again. He's gonna be like, you know, guys, like I said, I had to raise it to 150 because I just wasn't making enough money. Because with Twitch, I could, you know, with all the subs and the gifted subs, I can't do that on YouTube. And, you know, it's not fair. You know, I've asked you so much, you know, I had to change, you know, he's going to totally babyface himself and be like, you know, I had to raise the tips goal. I didn't want to. I hate begging for money. I hate having to do that. But, you know, but I tried. I made the new tier. But now I won't have to do it anymore. I can go back to 100, and then you can support me. You can support me. You'll be able to support me for free because you have Amazon Prime. You can just give me the free sub every month. You'll get all the benefits. You know, it just you're just gonna rewrite history again. Whereas, you know, back in May, he said, "Fuck Twitch. It's an awful organization. I'm never going back there." Yeah, until you look at your first fucking paycheck there. He probably has, like, in his calendar, days until I'm eligible for Twitch again. Yeah, I was fucking in Adam Cole, and I mean, gifted subs, like, I don't think it's maybe, like, I didn't realize how big of a thing that was, or in the sense of, or how, like, popular that was. Because, you know, I got gifted the sub by OIC, and I'm like, Jesus, this guy must be crazy. Why is he gifting me a sub? And then, like, I talked to my other friend, the one who I played with last night, Pat. He's like, oh, no, it happens all the time. He's been gifted subs on, like, almost every channel he follows. He follows a bunch of popular Apex players. And then even today, I was in Adam Cole's chat. I think someone gifted, like, 50 subs. And he was like, holy shit, dude. And this is Adam fucking Cole, baby. Just means you give someone, so basically you give someone all the benefits of being a subscriber to a Twitch streamer. So like all the things of like, you know, the emotes, being able to participate in different events, stuff like that. It's a very easy way to go and support a streamer. So you're not, because Twitch doesn't really want people to, well, not, Twitch does not prefer that people tip. Not just because, you know, they've made it almost to where tipping, they're trying to make tipping look as unappealing as possible. Which makes sense, obviously, because obviously Twitch doesn't make any money for tips, but they would look like real assholes if they banned them. Because also that's not fair to, you know, new and upcoming viewers. But they've also tried to make, because that's probably what people did, was that, you know, like I could set up a tip thing on here so that people who watch me on Twitch, which is no one right now because I still need to fix that up, you know, that's the only way you can make money off of it. Because, but then they really lowered the rules for affiliates so that like, it's like insanely easy to be to become an affiliate. And so that was their alternative. But one of the things that sucks about being an affiliate is that you can't multi-stream.
It's all tied up. Blue team takes the lead.
And also, Twitch is just kind of more fun. I mean, like, with the YouTube thing, like, you really have to, it really has to focus on, like, you know, like, I'm seeing, you know, these small chat things, and you can, like, the person I was watching earlier who was streaming Knockout City, it's like 15 people in the watching her. But she has all the things, like, it's all interactive, it's cool looking, you can bet on, you know, who's gonna win. All this, like, random, like, cool, crazy, you know, ADD type crazy fun shit, you know. YouTube still doesn't have any of that. Oh, nice. Well, I mean, at this point, like, I don't think his fans would be too mad at him, just because I think they'd all agree that, yeah, Twitch is just, you know, like I said, unless YouTube, like, really changes stuff, you know, you can't deny that Twitch is just better for game streaming in general, but especially game streaming. You know, YouTube is still playing catch-up. I know they made the push a couple of years ago to really be competitive, but it seems like they kind of, like, some shit just doesn't make sense with, like, the YouTube monetization for, like, a new, like, so like now I'm a YouTube partner, so now I can monetize. That's why now there's ads on my videos, and why there's super chats and things like that, which, you know, is cool. But then, like, there was an issue where, okay, so I applied to partner, I made partner, and then I looked into memberships, because, you know, why not? You know, I'd like to be able to go and add something. I wouldn't just do, like, chat things. I'd put, like, you know, like, maybe, like, exclusive access to certain videos, you know, like, making those of my stuff. But, so I look at the requirements, and one of the things is, oh, you need to have, you have to do community posts. I'm like, okay, I'll just look into how I do community posts. It's not there. I look it up. Where is it? Oh, it's in your dashboard. No, it's not. It's not there. And then I look at the thing. Why is it not, you know, I'm a partner. Why is it not in here? I said, oh, you have to wait up to a week. It's like, what? Like, what do you mean you have to wait up to a week? And, like, why doesn't YouTube say, and, like, it says you have to wait up to a week, and then YouTube will tell you when it's when it's available. It's like, what? Like, that's such a vague non-answer. So then, oh well, if you don't know what a super chat is, if you like my content and you want to support me, because I live off of, you know, hint hint hint, you can pay me. No, it's just basically, it's like Twitch is cheering. But unlike that, where you have to like buy bits and shit, it's like, no, just whatever denomination that you use for money, you know, you could just pay directly like that. Yes, exactly. Hint, hint, hint. Which someone, you know, if someone in the chat would be happy to demonstrate for Scotto Sohato what a super chat is. And you may need to do it more than once. And there's different levels of super chats as well. So if you could provide an example by doing different monetary amounts, I'd say, I think it's 1, 5, 10, 20, 50, and 100. So if you just did all of those, that would... I'm kidding, by the way. Don't feel obligated to do that. I don't know what the rule... No, a tip is directly through... That's through PayPal. You need a PayPal account to do that. You don't need any... You don't need a PayPal account for that. This Super Chat's done directly through Google. But also, it's in the... Fuck. Well, minus the PayPal fee. But also one of the things is that it's a lot of... Yeah, he's talking about PayPal. But he's... And the thing too is that with Super Chats, you get paid, you know, once a month. Like, they all accumulate over time, and then YouTube will pay you. And that's the thing too, they need to be a certain amount. Like, I don't think, unless you get like $100, I don't think they even bother giving you any money. Right, so that was what the last big arc was that when he moved over to YouTube, he still kept the $200 tip goal because he wasn't getting paid, but he needs money now. So then he got paid, he lowered it to 100, then like a week later he upped it to 150. Yeah, but even Phil isn't that desperate to donate. I think LTG might have... I heard somewhere that LTG was demanding they be donations, but I can't verify that. And I don't feel like fucking verifying it. But no, even... I think someone even brought that up to Phil about doing his donation. He said, like, no, I'm not doing that. Even he's not that fucking crazy. But right, but the main issue is... But he was always about tips, because tips he gets immediate... Well, that's the other fucked up thing too, is that you don't normally get tips immediately. Like, he pays... You're supposed to wait, I think, like 2 or 3 days. It's less than a week. But he goes and he... Assuming that, you know, his logic of, I need money today for groceries tomorrow. There's a thing called, like, Fast Cash that PayPal does. But they charge a fee. So he's been losing money almost on every withdrawal from PayPal because he needs the money because he uses it immediately. Yeah, Super Chat is 30%. But at the same time, it's more secure. Like, you can't charge back a Super Chat. You can dispute PayPal charges. Like, I know he's had to deal with that, and that's why he makes them all verified. And Wings has definitely had issues with that.
Round 1.
But for fuck's sake.
Multi-ball, multi-ball.
Incoming!
Ah, shit. That next guy was a multi-ball. But the fuck.
Takes the lead.
Oh, fuck.
Multi-ball.
We killed each other. I think it might be a flat fee. Right, but his main thing, aside from the cut, is that he gets the money immediately. That's the other thing, too, that might fuck Phil over, is the fact that he went and, after he lost the partnership, from Twitch, he like revealed all this shit that you're not supposed to reveal on Twitch. I think about like the percentage or how you're supposed to view cheers and bits. Like basically, it's some rule that if you are a partner, you can't say these things, and he fucking said them after he lost it. And they could easily just go and point and say, "No, you did this. It doesn't matter. You weren't a partner. You're not supposed to divulge that kind of shit." Yeah, and like, and you're not. And I've never seen anyone like all this. Like, I haven't seen a ton of streamers, but at least just a few that I saw. I didn't even see a thing for tips. It was all just subs and cheers.
Gold team wins. Round 2.
Multi-ball.
God damn it.
Gold team takes the lead.
Yeah, but even when he was on Twitch, he still very much emphasized. I mean, that's the thing too. Like, he didn't really have, as far as I know, he never had shit based off of cheers. I mean, I know he had sub goals, but he never had like cheer goals. Fuck. Nice. I mean, like, that clip that I showed in my thing from Tipster was from fucking September 2017. And literally his stream has not changed at all.
Multi-ball.
Of him pushing on the tips. Let me pull up my Streamlabs here. And he used the exact same logic back then. I need the money now.
Pass me.
Fuck. And the other thing too is that the tips are the absolute worst way to support him. Like, if for whatever reason you want to support Phil, in terms of an ROI, like return on investment, you got me on that one. There's literally no reason to tip Phil. And there's no reason to tip, and if you have to tip, there's no reason to tip him more than $1 or $1.30. $1.30 tip gets you exactly the same thing as a fucking $100 tip. Yeah, Phil's doing Street Fighter again. I'm just glad I finally got into a match and beat him. Now I don't have to fucking stream snipe him anymore. I just wanted to get into a match just so I could beat him. And then I did. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I have nothing to gain from facing him again. I just wanted to go out on top. And just the idea that, like, this guy who just made a documentary about you with over 100,000 views just beat you in Street Fighter in front of everyone. Granted, it wasn't pro or turbo, but I didn't give a shit. If he had, oh yeah, I mean, it was hyper fighting. It wasn't 2 turbo. I mean, I can pull it up after this. And the thing is that when I played him previously, it was that same matchup. It was Vega and Balrog, and I almost beat him then. So I was like, I bet if I could beat him again, or I bet I could beat him if I tried again. That's exactly what happened. We got into hyper. He picked Balrog. I went right to Vega. And I, beat him. And he barely beat me the first round. He beat me because he fucking timed his, the Balrog super punch. It was like, it was at level 7 when it hit me. I think that's almost like an instant kill. And that was why I kept titling the streams, I played a former competitive Street Fighter player. Someone actually made an interesting suggestion. I got it today for my follow-up video, I believe. They said, why don't you make a documentary about, or why don't you do a thing critiquing him in Street Fighter? Like why he's not a good player, what is he complaining about? He says, because you seem to know about fighting games, and I'm like, no I don't. Just because I had fighting game stuff in my stream, I mean, all you have to do is watch the footage I have of me playing as Pi in Virtua Fighter to see I barely know what the fuck I'm doing. But no, I basically responded back to the person. I was like, that's a good idea, but I'm not the person to make the video. I said, reach out to a Street Fighter content creator. See if they'll do it, because it's a win-win. Because it's easy to do. Just go to DSP's channel. Well, no, he falls into that, the awful area of, better than casuals, but not good enough to be competitive. And that's the thing too, like he doesn't do matchmaking anymore, he just goes into lobbies, because I saw some of his older streams when he would do matchmaking. He got butt kicked a bunch, because, you do matchmaking so you level up, so eventually they're going to put you with, of higher skill. And then he kept going against people with higher skill and started getting bodied constantly, so he stopped. Now he just goes into lobbies, where he has a better chance of winning. Great throw, dummy. Oh. Ran into the wall and the guy was right next to me. That wasn't going to go well. I mean, fighting games are hard nowadays. They're pretty much impossible to be really good at unless you really study them. Like, you can still have fun, playing them. But you'll never get, really good at it. Or it's a lot harder, because there's just so much to know. And some of them are, kind of fucked. Like, Tekken 7, was kind of fun. But I hit a fucking wall, because the tutorial was absolute shit. And then they even commented on it, they're like, oh, we don't bother tutorials because no one uses them. Or, no one cares about them. It's like, well, I fucking kind of cared. And then I got stuck on a fight. Vegan Gains offers to play COD online. What? I guess Brittany gets me another video.
Round two.
But DSP ignores him. Missed business opportunity. I'll have to go check that one out later.
Blue team takes the lead.
Just what the fuck? He ran towards the bomb? Gotcha. Oh, fuck. Well, I don't know about that. About 5 being... Street Fighter 5 is easier to play than Street Fighter 2. I don't know about that. Like the original Street Fighter 2. I mean, there it's just everyone has like 3 to 4 moves. You don't have to worry about like different stances, parrying, dodging. Like it's just like it's not very intricate. Like I get why fighting games had to change and be more. Like I'm not saying that it's bad the changes they made, but it just makes it a lot harder to get into. I mean, I don't mind, like, and that's why I really want more games that have a story mode in them, like a real one. So that's why I liked Injustice and Mortal Kombat, because they actually do put some emphasis on the story. As opposed to just, like, ones where it's, like, Virtual Fighter kind of sucks, and the 5 kind of sucks that there's no story. And there also is no casual or things of lobbies, it's just no, you know, arcade or ranked.
Blue team wins.
Wow, we got 11 and the max is 10. Yeah, maybe. You probably know better than me anyways. But like, I don't even know what that is. Like the idea, like I don't know like frame links and that kind of stuff. But I'll admit I don't know about that shit. It just seems a lot harder to kind of pick up and go and play. Like, you know, like I said, like I grew up in the days of, you know, no 3 or 4 moves.
Gold team is
What the
falling
fuck?
way behind.
Huh? Oh, barely even gave me all my credits and shit. It's like, oh, yeah, here's another match. Oh, okay. Well, I remember the days of like... It would be cool if they did a remake of fucking Eternal Champions. Not the Genesis one, the Sega CD one. The Sega CD Eternal Champions was fucking insane. As a fucking fighting game. I played that for hours with my cousin back in the day. It was so much better than the Genesis version. Like just like the crate, like it literally felt like they just gave him a bunch of money and some drugs and said, enjoy, come up with something by this day. That's how Sega CD Eternal Champions plays. There's like 30 characters. There's almost no balancing. A bunch of them are just swaps, but they're crazy swaps. You could play as a fucking owl in it.
Round two.
Multi-ball.
I just cut all your balls there, boy.
Blue team takes the lead.
Oh. Fuck. Gotcha. But yeah, like Eternal Champions was crazy though. You could like fucking, you could play as an owl, and you could literally just go and just peck your opponent. And what else there was? You could play as like Death. There was also the Senator. Like you literally play as a United States Senator, and one of his moves was he would ban violence. So he'd throw this stick of paper on you and said ban on it, and for like 5 or 10 seconds you couldn't do any, you couldn't hit the opponent at all. None of your moves worked. He's still so salty too about Street Fighter V. Oh Jesus! Right into the wall.
Gold team is pulling way ahead.
Multi-ball.
Oh!
Blue team is catching up.
Oh! Not gonna catch up with moves like that.
Gold team needs one more point to win the round.
Multi-ball.
Gold team.
Oh shit! Destroys the. Did that tip jar ever work? When I got those donations, I didn't even check. Such a moron.
Final round.
What? I could actually pull up his stream on here, but... I'd rather pull up, I feel weird pulling up doing a restream of a restream.
Gold team.
Always just pull up, Raw here. Let's see. Fuck.
It's all tied
Oh, of
up.
course, and Jax Raxer gave him a bunch of money.
Takes the lead.
Oh, which one?
Multi-ball.
Dark Dave or Raw DSP? Oh, Jesus. Up. This is how you don't play Knockout City.
Multi-ball.
Let's see, what's he doing? He's playing as, yeah, I'll throw his thing up down here in the corner in a minute. Yeah, he just won.
Blue team takes the lead.
Multi-ball.
Yeah, I have this thing on, yeah, he always plays this Balrog for some reason. Shit. course he won.
Multi-ball.
Yeah, Dark Days is pretty cool, but yeah, it can get a little frustrating sometimes, or annoying with all the sound effects. And I just don't like the streaming quality of the video feed. Like, I feel like they should be able to do something about that, but, I mean, I'm not running it, and I know they're doing it through a kind of a weird way. Like, they're not just streaming it off of his YouTube feed. Like, there's some weird thing that they're doing. I think like a VLC or something. Ha, he lost.
Multi-ball. Multi-ball.
Oh, Proper's doing one too. Yeah, I guess because, oh, he's starting to get bodied a bit. Why the fuck is he doing all those dragon punches? What the f... Oh, he fucked up the charge. Oh, he's dead. Ooh.
Blue team takes the lead. Blue team needs one
Game
more
over,
to win.
yeah. I'm sure he's bitching. Hold on.
Blue team wins.
He refused. Hold on. Like, he just can't take the... Oh, Goji Tanks is there. Well, he's gonna leave that fucking lobby. Hold on. Well, I guess you guys are already in the room, so you can just glance back and forth. I don't need to throw it on my thing here. Like, he just can't take the loss. There's always an excuse. You know what I mean? It's like, sometimes you just have to take the loss. Like, you see me getting my butt kicked in this game. You don't see me making excuses every time. I'm not blaming I mean, granted, okay, it's not quite an apples to apples comparison, but, like, you know, still. It's not just take the fucking L. Like, Phil Louis does not know take the L and move on.
That's the fire burning in the hearts of another group of brawlers fighting for their lives. Don't get burned, baby.
Like, I'm not aware of any times when Tom Brady would go and lose a game and then go in front of the mic and then blame everyone but himself. Or, like, not get, like, you know what I mean? Or give, like, some bullshit things that somehow belittled the other team's win. Like, when the Patriots lost the Super Bowl against the Giants and they blew the perfect season, did he go out there and, like, start talking shit about fucking Eli Manning? I'm pretty sure he didn't. Wait, is he talking shit about restreamers? Oh, fuck me, I missed. Oh, fuck. I'm multitasking too much here. I'm looking at chat, his stream, and the game. Oof. Well, that's the thing. He doesn't have an army of supporters. And yeah, it probably is against the rules. I mean, even like my friend Pat, when I told him about the thing, like he was like, well, if someone did it to you, you'd be pissed. And yeah, I would be pissed. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, but there's like some reason. I think it just has to do with like it's just not worth it. Because then you have to make it a legal issue. Or also it's a case of like, okay, let's say Raw DSP goes down. How hard is it to make another fucking YouTube channel and just use the exact same stuff? And then it'll get around quickly what the new channel is. Oh shit, hold on, fuck. Oh, he's playing against Goji. Ah, fuck, I want to watch this. Oh, he beat him. Oh, fuck. Listen to him. I am an evil, dirty scoundrel that steals money from little children. No, dirty scammer that steals money from little children. I'm being such a bad fucking teammate now. Oh, he beat him. That didn't count? Oh, there it goes.
Round 2.
I know next to... I never played Street Fighter 3 until I got the collection. I tried a few games, but I just got fucking bodied constantly. I don't even mean online, I mean by the fucking computer. That's why whenever I get into the streams against... I played Phil like, I think maybe like 8 times. I only won once, but that, I don't care. I won once. That's literally all I cared about, was just beating him once. I never even brought up Street Fighter 3 as a thing to play, you know, because you know, you can pick which one you want to play and then it gets matched up. Like, I'm sure Street Fighter 3 is probably a cool game, but I never played it when it came out originally, and then playing it on the collector's edition, I was like, Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck. Well, I guess he lost. Yeah, stream sniping Phil is a pain in the fucking ass. That's why I stopped after I won. Like, it wasn't fun trying to stream snipe him. Once you got into a lobby, great, and then also you had to pray that he didn't leave it, or that something didn't... I remember I got annoyed one time because I fucking got into a lobby with... Oh, no. I tried to get into a lobby with him. I went in the same time as Jose, and Jose got in. So it blocked me from getting in, and then Phil left. I was so annoyed. I tried to stream snipe him in fucking Virtua Fighter 5. That was a fucking trip. That was really fuck. Oh. Yeah, Virtua Fighter. I never got into a match with him. I got close. I got into a match with another stream sniper. It was annoying. I got pissed at how he played. I was like, God damn it. And then the guy said, oh, that was me. And I'm like, oh. He was trying to get against Phil, too. And then, I played someone who Phil had just played. So I played against his opponent. I was so annoyed. Oh, he just did the noise again. Oh, fuck me. It was a waste of a ball. Yeah, and also that same night, because then I gave up. I was just like, fuck it. I just got too tired. And speaking of which, I'm probably going to clock out in a little bit. But yeah, and then so then I didn't get into a match with him, which pissed me off. And then he went and then gave up on the game. That was when he did his wage quit of Virtua Fighter 5 because he didn't have time to dedicate to learning how to play the fucking game. Ooh, next point wins. Oh, nice. My favorite thing too is that he picked a really hard character. What the fuck? You know, like Shun Di, from what I can tell, is pretty powerful, but he has all these different variants, you know, in the drinking levels. Did he get all of us with one fucking hit? He did. God damn it. Oh, Christ. The other thing too, like he then went and people wanted to play Guilty Gear, and he's like, no. Oh wait, hold on, I want to hear this. Fuck. Oh, talking about LTG, this should be good. I'm really good at Super 2. I'll answer your question in a second. I just want to hear this rant. Sorry. Oh, give me a break. What a joke. Like, basically saying, oh, I would just play for fun, but LTG was taking it too seriously. Give me a break. If fucking Phil played LTG and he won, he would definitely take, he would take the outcome very seriously either way. Whether, if he won, he'd brag. If he lost, he would, you know, be upset and say it's bullshit. God damn it. Speaking of bullshit. Oh, God. I don't know what my favorite game was. Favorite fighting game. I guess if I went by the one I played the most, maybe it would be Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting. But yeah, I don't know what I would say my favorite one was. I did play a lot of the original Virtua Fighter back in the day, because I had it on the fucking 32X. I played the shit out of it because Pi was so overpowered in it. I could beat like anyone. I could go on like the highest difficulty and beat anything because her counter was so overpowered. While you're just competing back and punch, it would counter almost every move. I got a whole bunch of shit on here on my phone. I think I'll do one more match and call it a night. I'm getting tired. Let's see, what is he bitching about now? Or maybe just tune into his stream for a little bit. Yeah, he's making it sound like he's still talking about the LTG thing. Oh, actually, you know what? I take that back. Yeah, I was big on Tekken 2 and 3.
I don't love comments on my videos because years and years ago, a large viral troll started on me against me on YouTube.
Oh god, he's talking about why he turned off comments. Yeah, I refuse to believe that his fucking fans were saying, Phil, turn off comments. Why the fuck would your fans tell you that? Like, just ignore them. If you like the guy's content, you're not going to give a flying fuck about what trolls are saying about him. Like, just don't read them. Yeah, I really loved those PlayStation 1 era Tekken games. What the fuck? What is that? Oh. A $30 super chat. What? Really? Yeah, like I played the shit out of Tekken 1, and Tekken 2 I loved, and Tekken 3. Yeah, that was a lot of fun too. That was like the early days of like you know, like arcade quality, because like I think the arcade boards were the same as the fucking PlayStation or something along those lines, so they were like almost arcade perfect ports. You didn't see that back then. And you also had the special arranged music. So then, like, you play at home, but it was still fun to play in the arcade, because arcades were still a thing back then. So it'd be cool to, like, go into an arcade and show everyone how good you were. Yeah, no, the main reason he turned off the comments was that he didn't like all those people doing the "this is how you don't play" videos, where people would post the comments in it. That's why he turned it off. I mean, yeah, sure, probably he got some disgusting comments in, but yeah, it kills engagement. And you don't need to read them. And I mean, look, you know, I know, like, negative comments can hurt. Or at the very least can be fucking annoying to read. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, but then I guess what if you make videos every now and then, but if making video content is your job, which is what it was for years, it's like, no, you have to kind of have a thick skin about that. Like, if you can't, like, that kind of comes with the territory. And then I know people will go and say, like, you know, oh, no good has ever come out of a YouTube comment section. It's like, yeah, well, I remember, like, laughing back at, like, I remember when the whole thing came, like, the whole Anita Sarkeesian drama went down. And, I don't know why he got involved, but, you know, there was a thing between him and Thunderfoot, where he was, like, making the videos blasting her and his, and her comments and stuff. And, like, on how she would then go and just turn off her comments in the videos because she just didn't feel like dealing with it.
Gold team wins.
But then I remember it was really weird because then, like, I saw So, like, you know, Thunderfoot made those videos, and, you know, Anita went away for the most part. I think she's still around, but no one gives a flying fuck about her anymore. Which, if they just done that in the first place, she never would have gotten a, you know, she would never have gotten, like, the attention that she did. If for fuck's sake, she literally got on the Colbert Show because people were trolling, well, because she got harassed so much. She got harassed to the point where it made news. If you had just left her alone, no one would have, you know, if she had just made her, you know, that Kickstarter thing and made those videos, which didn't turn out to be very good anyways, and you just ignored her, then she would have gone away. But no, then people, for whatever reason, made death threats and all other kinds of crazy shit. And it's like, well, yeah. But now, you know, the world moved on. Gamergate ended. You know, Gamergate ended and all that crazy shit went. And then she's, like, went away. I think I saw one thing pop up because in my recommendations of someone, like, saying, like, how something that she had said was stupid. What we're talking about Thunderfoot, though, is that, like, he's actually a smart guy. Like, he's like a scientist. He has all these debunking videos. He calls out all these scam projects. It's like this thing, Busted, the series he does. Like, I remember someone posted a thing, like, so, like, years later, someone posted a thing on Reddit. I think it was, like, him debunking, like, maybe the Hyperloop or something like that. And then, like, half the comments were, wait, you mean that guy? The one who, like, most people had heard of him because of Anita. Because of his videos that he made about her. And then people had to, excuse me, say in the comments, oh yeah, he's actually a scientist. He doesn't do that shit normally. He just did that, like, for, like, a short period.
Gold team takes the lead. It's all tied up.
Yeah, I mean, Gamergate did really fuck with a bunch of people. I don't mean, like, when I say that, I don't mean, like, the harassment. I just mean, like, people who got involved with it, regardless of what side they went on. It was just a crazy bunch of shit.
Point. Blue team. Blue team wins.
I need some water. I haven't been drinking my water. I need to drink my water more during these streams. Because I talk so much, I don't realize it. And then I wake up and my throat feels like I fucking smoked a bowl every 5 minutes the previous night. I miss those days. Days of getting high. Oh, pfft. Oh yeah. Wait, which one is... There's two zombie ones, right? Because I know there's... Yeah, I've heard stuff about her, and then there's another one, she's the... I think it's Zombie Killer or something like that. She's an African-American one, but she's had some issues too. And people have kind of, like, accused her of, like virtue signaling. Bully hunters. I've seen that mentioned before. I need to go and look that up. Actually, maybe I don't want to because I'll just get too angry watching it. Like, that's why, like, I haven't watched June the King's recent LTG video. Because I just know this is going to make me angry. Like, watching the story of a guy who got harassed for over a year by, you know, by LTG just because he had a thin skin. And the fact that he was still... I mean, he's still on the platform. Oh god, I do what? Which one is so funny? Toy Hunters was a scam to sell headsets. Oh, maybe I'll look at that.
Blue team takes the lead.
Steal. That's the thing about YouTube. Like, there's just so much shit out there on YouTube and like Twitch, but especially YouTube. Like, there's just whole worlds and like subsets of shit that like so many people just know nothing about. Like, it's amazing there's things that so many people know nothing about, and so many things that so many people are passionate about. Oh shit. Fuck, just get a ball. Oh, nice. No. Just grab the... throw the ball at me, I catch it, the guy just right in front of me. Goodbye. Okay, I'll do one more, and then I'm gonna definitely call it a night. Sorry, I forgot to unmute. Well, actually, no, I didn't forget. I pushed the button. For some reason, the Yeti microphone, like, the mute function works when it feels like it. Like, I'll literally push it down, and it won't respond. I'll push it the exact same way, and then it responds. Oh, yeah, I've seen a bunch of the, It's a Gundam ones. I got a bunch of comparisons on my, fundraiser video to his, and I was like, well, I mean, I kind of like on the one hand, I like the comparison, but I don't really quite see it. Just in terms of, like, our delivery style. Like, his is a lot different. Well, One Piece production is a fuck ton better than mine. But then again, that's his job. He's a content creator. Like, I do this kind of, like, on the side. That's not my forte. So, like, his is a lot more pointed. It's a lot more humorous-based. Mine was more just kind of... like, if I really think back about it, like, even though I shout out all these people about these Rise and Fall videos, on subconscious level, really my thought, because I thought about this when I was watching it recently, my style is more like that of Carl Jobson, the guy who does all the shit about the speedrunners. And he's the one who's been doing... I saw his video about Dream, the new one he did, which is really fucking good. You guys should definitely... watch that, where he completely breaks down the entire Dream. What the fuck was that? He completely breaks down the Dream cheating situation, and like just totally. But like it's like kind of like because I've seen his videos, I feel like I just subconsciously emulate me. For fuck's sake, we both use the goddamn what was it? Mass Effect map screen music in both our videos. So it was definitely on like a subconscious level. But I do recommend looking up his video on Dream, the new one. Like, I think those types of content creators are the ones that I really like. It's the ones where, like, I don't care about Minecraft. I don't care about speedrunning. I don't care about Dream. But yet, I was really interested in this story of all those things combined. And like being able to break it down to like just like here's what you need to know, you know, about the situation, and then just breaks it down that way. Like, he really broke down the Dream situation really well. And also, like, the way that he just, like, he doesn't mock the people so much, but, like, he goes and, like, he showed, like, all these clips. Like, he showed, you know, Ethan Klein talking about it, and he's saying like, oh come on, like how do you not have those things running? You know that game, like he's fucking lying, like that's impossible. But then like, you know, then Carl's like, well no, he, you know, as much as he likes to think he's an expert, he's not. And then he goes into like, you know, he explains it. He's like, no, you know, mods are not the same thing as plugins. You can have multiple mods installed. It is easy to lose track of it. And they go through all the things of like, you know, breaking down everything Dream did. Like really putting it in a nice digestible way. How much money has he made? He's made 50 bucks. Hey, where are the fucking Gunner glasses? He's wearing his regular glasses, it looks like. What is he bitching about now? Yeah, Phil. Lag happens. It's not just because it's not your fault doesn't mean it's fucking Treyarch's fault. $13 ounces, okay. Because he even also put in perspective with like the whole thing of like Dream. He goes like, look, it's like Dream is like creates content first and speedruns second. Like there was the thing of like, oh, he lied because he had to protect his reputation as a speedrunner. Like Dream is not really big in speedrunning. Like Dream became Dream by making Minecraft content, not by speedrunning the fucking game. You know, and they showed all these, like, evidence things, like his viewer count. You know, and if you're on YouTube, like, that's the main thing, is viewer count. So, if you're, literally making speedrunning shit was hurting him financially. Okay, I'll look it up. 13 ounces, okay. That was one thing I was afraid of too with my videos is getting content ID matched. What the fuck? Do you not know how this game works? Sorry, I'm channeling some Phil there. But like honestly, don't fucking throw me into the wall. That literally helps no one. Speedrunning is one of those things that, like, I just play says, yeah, I guess, like, if you're into that, cool, but I could never, ever be a speedrunning thing. Like, at that point, it's like I play games to have fun. Like, I don't play this because people, like, I mean, obviously, I'm not going to play, like, fucking some, like, random ColecoVision game. But, it's like, I play games you know, that I enjoy playing. Where was I going with that? Sorry, I had a brain cramp there. What was I talking about? Sorry, that's just proof that it's late. Oh yeah, the speedrunning thing. So like, to me, like when you're playing a game like that, like when you're just playing the same thing over and over and over again, and like, and it's one thing if you're doing like, I don't know, like some like Nintendo game where like the thing is a half hour is like the time range. But these people who do like fucking, like no hits, or like a speedrun takes over an hour, where like over an hour is the ideal time. Like a bunch of those things are going to be losses, so you're going to like lose like 30, 40, 50 minutes of your life at a time. And you have nothing to show for it. I mean, I guess, yeah, you do earn some experience in terms of just like, you know, maybe not make that mistake again. But like that level just frustrates, you know. Like, I'm not someone who can just invest a bunch of time in a game and get nothing out of it. In the sense that, like that's like another reason why I never got into, like, League of Legends. I mean, aside from the incredibly toxic fucking player base, is that, like, these matches go on for, like, an hour. It's like, who has an hour of, you know, of course, obviously a bunch of people do, but, like, I don't like it any time. I mean, even now when I stream, at any time one of my kids could come downstairs, and then I have to stop everything. But, you know, there's a bit of a risk. But, you know, then I just pause the stream. If I'm playing fucking League of Legends, my kid comes down, I have to stop and deal with them, you know, then I fuck over the rest of my team. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of cool, like, when you see, like, fucking, god damn it. You see, like, someone play, like, fucking Super Mario 64, and they beat it in, like, 15 minutes, and they glitch through, like, the walls and shit. Actually, that happened today. Because I was in a meeting and my kid came down. She hasn't been eating that well, and so she wants something to eat. And I was like, wait, after the meeting. But then like 20 minutes passed, meeting still isn't over. And then I'm like, okay. I said like, hey, is it okay if I just step away from it? They're like, okay, yeah, go ahead, because I'm working from home. And I go and I make one of my kids a meal, but then my other kid comes over and says, hey, I want something too. Or I want a hot dog. One of them wanted a veggie burger, the other one wanted a hot dog. So I'm like, okay, fine. So I'm quickly go and I throw the thing in the microwave. But then I have to run back downstairs. And then it turns out that while I'm down there, my daughter, it was a different type of veggie burger, wasn't the one she liked. And so then, as a result, my other daughter got the hot dogs out and just made one for her. So they did kind of know how to use it. Yeah, that's pretty much Phil's cooking. Hey, if they can learn how to use a microwave, then they've got the skill to Phil. Oh, nice. DS. Wait, I want to hear what kind of bullshit thing he says here.
Someone who disappeared.
Oh god, it is a fucking lag-filled match. I don't blame him for being pissy if he loses this one. Even the music isn't playing right. Jesus Christ. Hold on. Switch. There we go.
Yummy. Got him. The buff.
God, what an awful fucking connection.
I see. Alternative glasses gonna pick up a popularity.
No, we have the ones that we like is the Chipotle ones. They're like these black ones, like these nice beans and shit in them. Those ones are good, but then like I got these other ones that she really doesn't like, or that she really didn't like. Let's turn this down a bit. I'm gonna watch one match of his and then I'm going to bed. I just love restreaming a restream. Let's make this full screen, why not? He's Vega? Mm. Oh, that's not really full screen. Never mind, let me move it back. It's because my my canvas isn't as big as my monitor. It's smaller.
He basically mashed and got ridiculous damage out of just mashing buttons.
See, he beat me, but he had no skill.
Nope. Mash.
What? What lag? Did you see any lag in that match? I didn't. Yeah, it's the white LTG. I wonder what's more insulting to them. The white LT... I think black DSP is going to be more insulting than the white LTG.
What the fuck? That is the ultimate match he just did there.
Oh, he barely won that one.
The ultimate match on Who in the World, he's mashing forward pressing punch to get my throat through the roll. I've never seen
Oh, I've seen that guy, Chris Soldier, online.
Word and lag. That's the game building bullshit that should actually happen.
Oh, he fucking hates it. I mean, wouldn't you? I mean, not even DSP. Why would you want to be called fucking DSP anything? I mean, I'm sure that fucking Bad Bunny didn't like being called the female DSP.
Oh, really? There's the last time I played NXT 150 after. That was a right? That was
He's playing as Chun-Li against... Oh, he's gonna get killed. Yeah, he just spams the thing to get his super up. He did it to me. That's how he won one of our matches. He just charged up her super. And then the thing dropped my input, dude. Yeah, around the time Turbo came out was when I kind of started not playing Street Fighter as much.
that was so silly and stupid. Then you roll the paradise.
Thanks, there, blood.
No, I still remember I think Mr. Main there.
Okay, this is definitely gonna be the last match. I don't care if he wins or not. Or I mean, I don't care if he wins or not. I'm still cutting off. Could you imagine this in a tournament?
Please see.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. His setup is fucked up. Like he has to turn so far to be able to go and do anything. Like my setup is I literally have my desk and my TV, or my monitor and my TV on the same desk, and then I glance over. I have an iPad that's also broadcasting my stream, or has my stream on it. He's got him. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely calling it a night now. It's fucking after 11:05. I'm watching DSP play. Oh, wait, and did the feed go down? Or is that on my end? Oh, okay, resolved. Ah, one more. What the fuck? I remember like early on saying Zangief was kind of a holy shit. Like, I feel like they really made him better over time.
Don't do that, Jasper. I can't see anything. Jasper, get down. Jasper, Dave. Jasper, I can't see you right before the ball roll.
Oh, guys, he gonna really blame his fucking cat if he loses? Oh, Phil's fucked. Maybe not.
Oh my god, I won and I couldn't see. I still won the match. Jasper, you gotta get down, man. Get down. Jasper, come on. Jasper, get down. Jasper, get down.
Wait, I gotta see. Okay, fuck me. One more match.
I couldn't see anything.
I want the cat to fuck him over.
What do you use?
Get rid of that. Yeah, that poor cat.
Oh, bullshit.
Oh.
You never earned that girl who was mashing. Fucking stupid. I never once got the roll.
Just can't take the L.
Wow, you heard me do the fucking move. You heard me do the fucking move and nothing happens.
Yeah, so you just keep spamming the throw there, Phil.
Come on, man.
Remember when I was an arcade, I would get like shit. I'd get shit for throwing people.
So annoying when it won't give you the whip a million times. I get it like twice out of 10 attempts.
He's so persecuted.
Okay. Rusty, please. What the fuck? Why go over? Still not Rusty. Rusty. Yes.
He's gonna throw him. I knew it. I knew he was gonna fucking throw him.
It missed. The roll missed. Landed. And I got a second scissor. I got another answer.
Oh, no, god damn it. Every time I want to leave, they pull me back in. I gotta watch Goji.
Tell me it's a matter of Jasper like doing in front of the TV. It's like he likes to get my attention. You know what I'm saying? Watch the
We need theater mode for this.
watch the TV, stop.
Aww.
Well, Goji's answer when you realize you're gonna get such shit. You're not trying to play me tonight.
Oh.
Oh man.
I fucked up again. Yeah, Goji ain't playing. Okay, yeah, I'm calling it a night. Thanks everyone for watching the stream. This is the second time I've ended my stream on a fucking restream of DSP. Okay, yeah, shut up. Yeah. I guess Goji's stolen Wi-Fi internet connection died, as DSP would say. But, yeah, thanks everyone for joining the stream. Probably, or may do tomorrow night, too. Not sure what game yet. In any case, yeah, thanks for stopping by. Everyone have a good night, and thanks to everyone who supported the stream. And, yep. Have a good one. Have a good